35 there, Slocum Bones.
That's a new one.
Thank you. Thanks, Henley. Yeah. 24 till network, dog. Yeah.
We on the YouTubeage?
Want this over here? Is that out of frame?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, that frame.
10 seconds.
Well, we'll see.
All right, cool. Okay.
Yeah. Hit it.
Yeah, I was good today. This is my third Red Bull of the day.
She has like an attention span of a gnat, unfortunately. So, she will be doing 90 miles an hour, then she'll be doing 50, and, that kind of drives me a bit insane.
A lot of my life is just, I really can't remember. I've done some of the most stupid, idiotic things in my life. And why I'm here, I'm not 6 foot under, I don't know.
You know what? I'm very comfortable wearing this, and, if you think I'm a oh well.
You are not going to try again.
Live on the Freak Radio Network, broadcasting from the Lucas Oil Studios. Driven by General Tire.
Rock on, baby!
I am serious. Here's the Freaks.
I like watching the youngsters of this show when they see Ozzy Osbourne with me back in 1997 with that snappy hairdo, Cole Cusimano. You can only get that here in the Freak Nation, right?
Absolutely. You kidding me? Speed Freaks for a reason.
Yeah. Cole Cusimano on our text thread today talking about Ozzy and the Ozzy and Black Sabbath on the side of an IndyCar car this afternoon. And I thought, yeah, it's time to break out some Ozzy from 3 cross 11, 14, about 28 years ago. Yours truly with a 48-year-old Ozzy Osbourne as Black Sabbath called it quits, finally, over the weekend. We'll get to that coming up here in the show. You saw Scott Dixon in that show open. Yep, he finally got himself a win for the 2025 season IndyCar Series. How those Chevrolets doing in IndyCar, Crasher? How's that working out?
Yep, it was a weekend for Americana, July 4th weekend, and the American manufacturer ain't doing so hot.
No, it ain't.
And no American winners either. It was all Kiwis.
SVG will be joining us here momentarily. One of the nicest, most humble, kindest, I already said nicest, drivers, people I've ever met. SVG. Yet there's so much controversy surrounding this guy in Chicago. There's so much controversy. It's not Joey Logano. It's not Chastain. It's not, I could go on. It's not Kyle Busch. It's freaking SVG. One of the nicest cats in the history of mankind. And to the surprise of my daughter, he's losing his hair.
Nope. Nice people lose their hair, too.
Controversy coming out of Chicago that we'll get to momentarily, Freak Nation. And I like where we're going with the livery of the Michael Shank IndyCar Series team car today, Crasher. What was it? Was it Rosenqvist who had it on the
Yes, Felix Rosenqvist, the number 60.
Right.
Because, SiriusXM is a part of the team. It's Meyer Shank. Hello, Shank, Sirius. Okay, you get it. So this weekend was what was it called? The final stop of the Back Where It Began tour, something like that.
Yep.
And so why not do a tribute in Meyer Shank's hometown of Columbus, Ohio, well, at least near Columbus, Ohio, with Ozzy Osbourne and SiriusXM Channel 38, Ozzy's Boneyard, which is one of our... Is that actually our number one save spot, our P1 in our car?
It's P1B.
P1B. What's P1A?
Pop Rocks with a freaking 11-year-old. Come on.
Of course.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Pop Rocks and then Ozzy's Boneyard.
Yeah, put that back up, Cody. Look how tasty that thing is.
Beautiful.
Right?
Black Sabbath.
Amazing.
That's how you max... Oh, that is gorgeous. If you're watching us on YouTube, on Racer Network, on Facebook Live, you're seeing Ozzy on this freaking side pod of an IndyCar. That is great. That's how you maximize it, Crasher.
Yeah,
right?
No, without question. And we've seen this with many artists over the years, whether it's NHRA or NASCAR or IndyCar. It's been awesome. I hope we can get to that sometime later in the show because I know you're all about the controversies right now. And believe it or not, Ozzy Osbourne is not a part of a controversy right now. Let's get to those instead.
Yeah, and when we air the interview with Ozzy, I'll share a few more stories of my time through rock and roll radio and dealing with Ozzy Osbourne. He sang the national anthem. Well, he thought he sang some national anthem with me back in 1986, and to this day, I don't even know what the hell I was saying. My accent was so freaking Southern, it was bananas. It's like, who can out-cockney who? It was the worst, man. It was so bad. But yeah, the controversy with SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen, what does the dude do? He's hired to win on road courses. So he goes out and wins on road courses. But he sits where in points?
27th.
Okay. But so why do people have a lot of problem with where he sits? But damn it, he's so solid in the playoffs. That's the first controversy. The second controversy has to do with a slow yellow that dropped last lap, or should I say, not last lap. Was it last lap or the lap before the last lap?
Nope, it was the last
Crossed
lap.
the start-finish line.
Okay.
Took the white flag.
All right, just before, when we thought the yellow was going to drop, we saw the white flag come out. But the controversy, Cole Cusimano, there's an issue that a lot of these NASCAR fans have with what NASCAR did this afternoon with this race win going to SVG without a caution. What's the problem?
I think to speak first on the SVG dispute with the playoff eligibility, I was very vocal about how I was not a fan of drivers being below 25th, 30th in points, being able to qualify for the playoffs just by scoring a win. But when you win multiple races in a single season like SVG has done, in his rookie season at that, that was enough validation for me that he deserves to be in the playoffs. And on top of the fact that NASCAR has made it a point to put an emphasis on bringing more road courses and street courses into the NASCAR circuit to make it more diverse. So well-earned spot, and that's the main controversy in regard to SVG. But the caution, or lack thereof, before the white flag came out was a really nasty wreck by Cody Ware, who was running borderline top 10 when this happened. I think his brakes gave out. He just plowed at 94 miles an hour, I believe it was. Chef Luck tweeted out into a tire barrier. Nasty stuff.
Richie, help set this up, my friend. We've seen some things like this before in the past with NASCAR where they're a little slow to throw the caution.
Yes.
You don't have a problem with this.
No, I don't.
Right?
I do not whatsoever. I think NASCAR 100% got the call right. But I think what people had a problem with today is how slow NASCAR was to throw the caution in general. I've been very critical about NASCAR officiating on this show before. Flashback to the fall last year in the Xfinity race. And Parker Kligerman is less than a lap away from a victory that would put him back into the playoff contention at the Charlotte Roval. And a similar situation happened where Leland Honeyman in the Xfinity Series went straight into a tire barrier, and NASCAR waited to throw the caution until Kligerman was nearly across, nearly took the white flag, and instead they continued into overtime, and Parker Kligerman lost the race, and he lost the ability to move on into the playoffs. So this is the complete opposite here, where NASCAR learned their lesson, and they became more consistent in this race on Sunday, where there were multiple instances of cars going into tire barriers, spinning and being stuck, and NASCAR waited and waited and waited for them to get these cars clear, et cetera, and it gave them a chance to refire before throwing a caution. So they were consistent here. And so to me, Cole, everybody, Freak Nation, it's just NASCAR fans looking to complain in any way, shape, or form. That's what they're doing today.
Shocker.
Cody, do you have real quick? I'm gonna turn this down just a second. So go ahead and play for the Freak Nation. We have video footage of the Cody Ware crash, and you'll see this, and you'll understand why fans are pissed that they did not throw the caution here. And then, Crash, you can get into NASCAR's response as to why they didn't. But go ahead and play this. Watch this. This is full speed. I did not change this one bit. Watch. There he goes. Oh. I did not change that whatsoever. Did not change that whatsoever. And I watched that, and I still think NASCAR got it right. It was still a gnarly crash, but 30 seconds to get this. It was 30 seconds later.
It was only 30 seconds. Okay, that's perspective. It was only 30 seconds.
It was about 30 seconds. They wanted to wait and see if you can get moving, and I think that was the right call. They weren't sure right away. They didn't see what we saw in that clip right there. So I think NASCAR got it right. And I do not understand why fans are so pissed here.
Why didn't they see what we saw?
No, that is a good question.
You said Cody Ware at the time was running what? Close to top 10?
Mm-hmm.
They just saw him go into the barrier like we did when we were watching the race live. We just saw him going into the barriers, and we've seen other drivers do the exact same thing, and they were able to reverse the car, et cetera, and continue on in the race. And for whatever reason, they decided to keep it going. Crash, I don't know if you have I have their statement pulled up here.
I don't have the exact statement, but just before we get to NASCAR's statement as to why it took the length that they say that it did or that it did. Bottom line is like Richie was alluding to, Barry, Catherine Legg, help me out with some of these other spins at Stenhouse. Every trip to the caution flag took around 30 seconds or so. It was, like Richie said, consistent throughout the race. Catherine Legg, actually, they never threw the caution because she got going on her own. That's the rules on a road course or a street circuit. You wait to see if the driver can get going on their own, and if they do, you don't need to throw a complete caution flag, because overall, people complain about that too.
That is horse S. Play that video again.
Stop it.
Play
They
that
didn't
video,
see this video
one more time. One more time there, Codage. Sorry to throw you in the bus there, my friend. Yeah, play it one more time there. Watch him hit these tire barriers. Do you not throw a caution? Make sure the dude's okay? Screw everybody else.
Okay,
hard to watch.
It is hard to watch. Forget screwing everybody else. The bottom line, yes, that was a hard hit. But we see hard hits in every series. Formula One, IndyCar, NASCAR, and all series wait to see if the car can get going. NASCAR didn't see that angle like we just discussed. So they saw what TV was showing them in race control. They had no idea of the speed. They just knew he was in the tire barrier. So you wait. Like you're supposed to.
I know Cole wants to chatter. We got to go to break, Cole. Damn it. One more time, Cody. Play that son of a gun one more time. Let's go to break with that.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, let's see if he can get out. Oh, no problem.
Oh, stop it.
His
You know they didn't
freaking
see
neck
that.
is an extra 6 inches long.
Hans device. Don't worry.
Yeah.
NASCAR didn't see it. My ass.
They didn't see that. That was a fan
Okay, then that's
perspective
even
camera.
worse.
Oh, no.
we have
No,
I have
it's
their
not.
statement. I have their statement on the other side of the break.
And we'll talk about that and more with SVG coming up. SpeedFreaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios. Damn.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
As your power steering pump ages, seal leaks may occur, causing the power steering system to lose fluid. Your power steering system may also develop an annoying squeal, and the steering may become more difficult to handle. By using Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak, you will stop the seal leaks, reduce slack in rack and pinion, eliminate the squeals and hard spots in your power steering system. It is guaranteed to stop seal leaks or your money back. Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak. It works.
General Tire delivers.
Hey, Freak Nation, Crasher here. Are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code FREAKS and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. Our listeners are making $200 to $300 a year just from buying the gas they already needed. Don't wait. Download the free Upside app now and use my promo code FREAKS to redeem your 25 cent per gallon bonus. That's promo code FREAKS, and it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or other brands. Download the free Upside app now using my limited time promo code FREAKS for a limited time, 25 cent per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor. And when you're choosing from chocolate or vanilla, it's not that hard. But now there's all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. So try picking your fave from Oreo Brownie Fusion, Pop-Tarts Strawberry Fusion, Strawberry Swirl, Brownie Batter Swirl, Caramel Swirl, and Caramel Crunch Fusion. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Wendy's, open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group. Pop-Tarts is a trademark of Kellogg North America Co., LLC. Used with permission.
SpeedFreaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, as we celebrate 25 years, we're going to flash back with a number of interviews over the next, 6 months with some vintage interviews over not just the 25 years of Speed Freaks, but my tenure in the business of doing things. And with Black Sabbath finally calling it quits, I'm playing an interview I did with Ozzy Osbourne from 97 when he announced that he was retiring and basically said, screw it, I'm not retiring at 48. Again, this is 1997. Wow. So we're gonna throw it back with a flashback with Ozzy Osbourne coming up next hour. Also, Scott Dixon will be here sometime in the next hour and a half. I'm not quite sure where he's going to join us because this is going to get freaking gnarly with that accident with Cody Ware. Holy smokes.
Fine,
Thank you.
go get at it. Go.
Lucas Oil, lucasoil.com, a great partner of ours for almost 25 years, Freak Nation. Go to lucasoil.com and check out a line of products to keep your engines fat and happy. 2-wheel, 4-wheel, speedboat, they got it, lucasoil.com. All right, let's tee this up once again.
Oh, boy.
The SVG controversy, moving on to the playoffs with his first win. His second win. Seems to have taken a back seat in my eyes. And now that I get to see this video on a big-ass screen in front of me versus my damn phone, how Cody Ware walked the freak away. Crash, I understand. Hans device, regardless. Tire barriers, you hit the wall at this speed. What we're talking about, Freak Nation, if you're just joining us on the Freak Radio Network or on YouTube or Racer Network or Facebook Live, is Cody Ware, according to Richard C. Suave, how you doing, Richie, was running right around the top 10 before this accident where SVG went on to win the race. They didn't drop a yellow until after SVG crossed the line, got the white flags, the win went to SVG. Crasher, Richie are saying that NASCAR missed this. Right?
Wait, no, we're saying NASCAR got it right.
No, I'm saying missed it as far as the coverage goes. They're saying that, right?
We're saying that they missed what this fan perspective is?
Right.
Yes, they did. NASCAR in race control was watching what the TV group was providing them.
Cool.
And maybe some additional camera work.
That was what I was going to say. So upon the initial live viewing, I would thought the same thing as you guys. This is standard. Cars get stuck under the barrier all the time.
Yeah.
But then you see the replay, obviously, post-race, and you're like, why didn't they throw the flag sooner? Because that was a nasty hit, 94 miles an hour, head on into the wall. But I would assume they didn't have any cameras being fed to the booth or whatever. However, in that moment, Cody Ware also radioed to the team, I need help. Whether that was for him personally or for getting the car out.
I'm choking on my saliva because my freaking neck is at a 45-degree angle. Let's show that video again of Cody Ware, who, again, was running right around the top 10.
And by the way, this is a fan video, correct?
Yes.
This is not anything the TV group covered. This is a fan video that was posted to social media.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's watch that again. But no, hold on a second. But let's imagine that it's Kyle Larson. Would NASCAR have missed it?
Probably not.
They wouldn't have thrown a caution because guess what? That happened last year. According to the NASCAR statement, thank you for taking this up, Kenny. Yes, indeed. This is from John Newby. He reached out to NASCAR, and this is their take. The The race director saw the car in the tire packs. Obviously, seeing the in-car, the hit was a big one, but when we see the car in the tire packs, there's no way to know the severity like we've been talking about. As we always do on road courses, we wait to see if the car can pull out and drive off, like the 5 car did in that same area last year. Always hope for a green flag finish. Once the window Nate came down and the driver climbed out, we need to throw the caution. And that's a great explanation from NASCAR, in my opinion.
It is.
That's no different than anything they've ever done on a road course like this in the past. And so I don't fault them at all for what they did. I don't see anything wrong with what they did at all.
But my thing is, if he radioed to the team he needs help, whether that be himself or the car getting unstuck, they should be monitoring that as soon as they see the car into the barrier, though, in my opinion.
NASCAR doesn't know that.
I don't know.
How do you miss that freaking thing? And Cody,
it's pretty significant.
Big Johnson was talking about this during the break, saying Amazon wouldn't have missed it.
Oh.
Amazon has, again, if you go to AI, you don't go to Google anymore, you go to AI. They use over 70 cameras for their broadcast. It's
Amazon does.
Amazon, and again, I don't know if this is true. TNT uses around 50. But how do you miss that? I understand everything Richie and Crasher are saying. It still doesn't take away the fact, how do you miss a hit like that?
Well, hold on.
Are they too cheap to have cameras in every area in every gray, dark area of the track? How do you miss it?
Again, they're not claiming that they missed it. They're saying they saw he was in the tire barriers. Did they miss the severity of it? Yes, but they missed the severity of Larson in the exact same spot last year. So they didn't miss it. We can't say that they missed it. They didn't. I will agree, though, with what Cole is saying. You should be, as a part of race control, and maybe this is where things change. You hire a new person at this point. You should be monitoring or have somebody or a group of people monitoring every driver's radio. And for not doing that, and I don't even know if IndyCar does that, or IMSA, that should be key for sure.
I'm going to go to some comments on YouTube for a second.
All right.
We need to hear what the Freak Nation had to say here. Southern Bell says this: where were the track spotters? Someone should have seen that. The driver takes the brunt of these head-on crashes, not the next-gen car, in my opinion. There's no excuse. Blake says there are 3 guys standing there, referring to that video we've been playing here in this first couple segments.
The corner marshals.
Yep. They were talking on the radio 2 seconds after it happened. Very strange. L. Bailey saying safety is always first. Blake adds in that he went back on his DVR and they never showed a replay of the Cody Ware crash. So only thing we saw was after the race, like from the in-car camera and from the fan videos. Bailey chiming in again. Problem is, this is only the 3rd street course race ever. Obviously, NASCAR needs to do better. So I am curious on Hauler Talk this week if the race officials come out and they make changes after this, putting more cameras around. Because I will say, maybe if they did see that live, I think they probably make a different choice.
Yes,
But
they would, Richie.
Yeah,
come on.
They would.
Yes.
If they saw the light. But then again, okay, that goes to, again, not just more cameras and not just more people monitoring radios, but what did that corner worker say? Because he had to have said, holy S.
Yeah, watch this. Okay, I want you guys, don't play it just yet, Cody. If you're watching us, and I apologize if you're listening to us on the Freak Radio Network, go back and watch this damn thing when you get it home. You watch the gentleman with the blue flag in the left through the hole, and then you have the guy in the red jacket and the white pants. It's like, if he didn't crap his pants, and I'm not trying to be funny, because it happened right there.
Yeah, it was hard.
It was such a dramatic hit. He was just flabbergasted. Watch this.
Okay, in that clip, I did not see him get on the radio right away, but somebody said he did.
yeah, according to the chat, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so change your communication process. A severe hit needs to be told to race control immediately. Driver radios need to be better monitored, and arguably more cameras need to invest in
Richie, if Logan Sargent did that on the backstretches at Abu Dhabi, Formula One, and Liberty Media would have caught that.
Yes. Because I think they're monitoring. I don't know what the stewarding process is in Formula One, but you're probably right. Because they have 60 gazillion cameras, and they're $1 trillion companies.
I was going to say, there's more money there.
So do you think... I hate that excuse.
What? They have more money to spend.
Yes, they do.
Pay
But
more people.
TNT, this is Lisa Kennedy with NASCAR. What the F were you doing in that turn, boy? How come we could not see Cody Ware go up in there and then they break his freaking neck, you happy bastards. We might pull next race of Sonoma from TNT and put it on TNN. Oh, they're not around anymore?
That is quite a Lisa Kennedy
good job.
impersonation.
We never hear her talk. Her son, Ben Kennedy, loved the guy. I think he's a hipster, but my goodness, what a crappy excuse.
To not invest enough money when it comes to safety.
Yep.
It
Should
is
be number one.
Right. It's a crappy excuse. You're right.
Man, that is just... When we do Horsepower Hump Day,
on Wednesday? Are we doing it?
We're going to be on a flight to Michigan.
Oh, hey, when
let's go.
Yeah, when Richard C.
Three nerds,
and
baby.
Cole Cusimano freaking get down to Horsepower Hump Day. This is going to have some legs.
Yeah,
right?
I believe it.
Don't you think so?
Absolutely.
There's going to be some discussion about this.
Holler talk. They're going to bring up hopefully some new stuff being implemented.
Right.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, there's going to be a lot to talk about.
Remember how we saw after Ryan Preece had that accident, was it with Kyle Larson at Talladega, and he got whatever it was. There was a picture of Preece's face where he had the two black eyes. I'm going to be curious if there's any marks on Cody Ware with that freaking hit. If you're going, what'd you say, 90 what?
94. Head on.
Hello. Shane Van Gisbergen. Controversy rises with one of the nicest cats on the planet. Settle down, NASCAR fans. It's coming up. And Ozzy Osbourne will be joining us here in the Freak Nation. It's all coming up. SpeedFreaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Hey, Freak Nation, Crasher here. Are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code FREAKS and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. Our listeners are making $200 to $300 a year just from buying the gas they already needed. Don't wait. Download the free Upside app now and use my promo code FREAKS to redeem your 25 cent per gallon bonus. That's promo code FREAKS, and it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or other brands. Download the free Upside app now using my limited time promo code FREAKS for a limited time, 25 cent per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for professional detail or shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really. It's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid on a combo or on third-party delivery platforms.
truck works because it ain't ever hit these jumps like this before.
As you can see, we've had another beautiful day on the Isle of Man.
Freaks over the bars! We gave it hell.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for 2 decades.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
GeneralTire.com, man. Summer's here. Man, we were South Padre Island, Texas, and our rental car had General Tires on it. Thank goodness, man. Crap hot. What's that?
We didn't go with the minivan. Remember we had the minivan talk like 2 weeks ago? Yeah, we didn't go with the minivan.
They gave us a full. They gave us a Ford. I didn't change my mind. They gave us a Ford Expedition, man.
All right.
Man, we were just picking up people on the way to the condo. We got a room in here, baby. Come on. We put a lot of miles on those General Tires, and thank goodness they were fairly new on that rental car. You do the same, man. Go to GeneralTire.com. Make sure you're traveling on the Freak's Choice for rubbers. GeneralTire.com. Getting back to Cody Ware and the T-bone into the wall at 90-plus miles per hour. It wasn't just a wall. There were tires there. Hey-oh! But we'll show the video momentarily.
Of course we will.
But Crasher, of course, talking about the street course there in Chicago. But Crasher, good point. Something similar happened in the IndyCar race 2 races ago?
Just a few races ago. And I don't give the credit to me. It was one of our listeners, one of our viewers on YouTube, I believe, saying, don't forget about the massive crash that happened between Louis Foster with Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing and, speaking of, Felix Rosenqvist with Meyer Shank Racing. And the yellow came out immediately. Felix had a hurt. I think they both were hurt, weren't they? One of them had a little bit of a toe issue.
I just remember, luckily Felix is okay now, but he had to be taken in an ambulance because he was dealing with some leg problems. So
yeah, that was a harsh crash also. But I did say earlier that IMSA waits to see if the cars can be backed up. IndyCar waits. Formula One waits. Nope, it's true. In Detroit this year, street circuit, IndyCar flew the yellow immediately when Felix and Louis got into each other.
All right, we're going to get to comments from SVG
Thank you
after
for
you hit the race
that.
win. But one more time, I want to play. I want to play this video, and then I'm going to make it black and white for you, Freak Nation. Go ahead. So the 2 excuses that I'm hearing from, and I'm not saying it's your excuse, guys, but I'm hearing from the Freak Nation here. NASCAR typically waits to see if they can get the car out from the tire barrier. You just saw that video. Ain't nobody coming out from that tire barrier in a race car. First point. Second point is, how do you miss it? How do you miss that? If that was Kyle Larson, if that was Christopher Bell, they wouldn't have missed it.
But they did last year.
I'm not saying, and I'm not saying because Cody Ware is a lesser-known driver. I'm saying the TNT, NASCAR has to sign off on the TNT package. So ultimately, it's NASCAR's issue, and it will become an issue this week. But my God, if those are your excuses, a guy that's, we don't even know the condition of Cody. Has he come out and said, hey, I'm ready to freaking leg wrestle?
He was released from the infield care center. I know that much. But that's about it. I don't know if there's any effects lingering, but it's a nasty hit. Would be surprised.
All right. Shane Van Gisbergen, one of the nicest cats on the planet, gets himself his second race win. After he won his first road course, Cole Cusimano said, dude, still shouldn't be in there. Should not be in there. He's got his second road course win, downtown Chicago. Cole Cusimano says he should be in there. Set up these sound bites there, Cole Cusimano. You or Richie, how we're rolling here with post-race with SVG?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess to close the book officially on the caution or lack thereof, I have SVG talking here about if he thought he could hold off second place finisher Ty Gibbs had there been a caution and there was an overtime restart.
There was a tire carcass on the exit of 6, and there was a yellow flag or blue flag they have here. And, you know, that's when they didn't put it out for 2 laps, I figured that they were just doing everything they could to get the race finished before the lightning hold. I feel like you never know what's going to happen here with yellows, and when they left the tire carcass, I thought, okay, they're going to try and finish this race before weather affects it. And, when you're in the lead like that, you're just begging for the white flag to come out and to get to it. And I came out of the last corner and just saw a heap of smoke straight ahead at turn 6, and I just held my breath until I crossed the line, really. And, when I got the white flag, I came around the next couple of corners and the yellow come out. So it was a massive relief. But you never know if they're going to throw the yellow and try and have an exciting finish, you know.
All right, and then Jeff Gluck did a follow-up to this because he kind of mentioned more so the tire carcass on the track and briefly touched over the Cody Ware incident. This is him going more in-depth about his mindset, hearing about the incident and seeing the smoke in those final laps.
Yeah, I shat myself. When I come around the corner, I saw he mustn't have been long in the fence, and then there's just a whole bunch of smoke, and you just panic because it's different to the lap before. I think, oh shit, what's happened there? And then, as soon as I got to the line, you're fine. But that 4 seconds to the line, I was in full panic mode trying to get to the line as quick as I could.
Oopsie.
So I guess to go back to what you were saying about the track worker, he might not have shat his pants, but SVG did. So, yeah. And that
he just, without even hesitating, he just said, I shat myself. Love you, SVG.
Yeah, and now we got to bring it up. Obviously, this was a big win for SVG. His 4th win in 6 total Chicago starts between Xfinity and Cup. So he's just dominating this place flat out. Move over 8 Proman. There's a new Sausage King of Chicago. It's SVG. Cool Ferris Bueller stuff there. This is SVG on his love for the Chicago street course.
Yeah, I've said that a few times this week. This joint's it's changed my life, you know. I didn't have any plans to do more NASCAR races when I first came over here, and I never thought I'd be in NASCAR full time. So, it's pretty special here. Some good memories and some good races. I love the track, and it's a cool place to come to. You know, you feel a nice vibe. You feel a good vibe in the mornings, walking to the track with the fans, and it's pretty unique like that. I enjoy it. I hope it stays next year. But as the guys were saying when I arrived, I'm biased, obviously. I love street circuits, but if we go to a new place, I'm all for that as well.
Follow-up to that comment from Shane Van Gisbergen. Everybody in this chat, in our group chat, and on Twitter, I put out the poll, should NASCAR return to the streets of NASCAR Chicago in 2026? Yes, 49.5%. No, 50.5%. You can go vote at SpeedFreaks on Twitter, and I am so freaking shocked and so fed up with these NASCAR fans who are bitching about the Chicago street course today. Get over yourselves.
Yeah.
Get over yourselves.
Yeah.
I had so many people in my I had somebody block me on Twitter because I was trying to argue with them that this race was actually really good. And I think all of us at this table agree that was actually a really, really fun race to watch today. It was everything you would want in these street course types of things. But if you're watching us on YouTube Live, please comment. Please tell me why you don't like this NASCAR street course. I think this is the perfect course. The Xfinity race was excellent. It was perfect. Last lap pass between Shane Van Gisbergen and Connor Zilic. Whoever designed this track deserves a raise. It's incredible. It needs to stay on the calendar. Thank goodness it didn't rain at this race today, and it gave us it's giving us an entire show to talk about. And y'all want to see it go away for what? To go to freaking Chicagoland? No! Get the hell out of here with your Chicagoland crap, bro. No.
Yeah.
Chicago. Never leave the schedule, please. NASCAR.
Cole Cusimano was talking about how you would like for this race to go to Chicagoland, but after today's race,
I didn't say I would like it to go there.
No, don't back
I wouldn't
down.
be mad if it went there. I love the Chicago street course, but I'm saying because all the talk is that they're going to go to San Diego or Philadelphia.
Oh, right.
So if it does go away, I wouldn't be opposed to them going back to Chicagoland with this current car and how it races on those style tracks.
But that's only if it has to go
If it has to go away. But I love the event. We went to it last year, me and Richie. Incredible event. and people are just sour because of the finish today, ending under caution. So that's all it is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, what more do people want? It is a very valid question, Richie, and we should have people tell us, try to convince us why the Chicago street race should not stay on the schedule, because you had people going from the back to the front on a narrow circuit. You had storylines throughout the field. It was bonkers. You want entertainment. You were entertained today. I don't know what else anybody else would want out of a race. You had everything.
I don't know who it was, Crasher. There was an IndyCar driver that told us that the tempers inside the race car on road courses, street courses, are infinitely higher, meaning the driver themselves, than they are on ovals. And I take that as flat out truth when you watch Bowman and Bubba going at it, and you watch Tyler Reddick trying to reach Cole Cusimano's idol, freaking Skipjack Gibbs.
My idol. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm getting buzzed. We need a break here shortly. But I don't know, Richie. They should be, if people are bitching and moaning about this race, I would rather them say it's because NASCAR got it wrong only with that yellow. Not because of the race sucked.
The race didn't suck. No. Not even close.
I will tell you right now. All the fans are bitching. They didn't like the way this race was officiated, but they're bitching because they don't like road and street courses. Plain and simple. That's it. And they're just afraid to say it because
we got a break.
They don't want to sound like an old hat.
Scott Dixon, one of the greatest, if not the greatest ever in IndyCar, joins us next. SpeedFreaks Fits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
From the labs at Lucas Oil Products, Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment is a multifunctional cleaner plus lubricant. For every fill-up of gas or diesel, add one 16-ounce can of Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment. One bottle can treat a tank of up to 21 gallons. Its special additives allows a better fuel burn to help increase your miles per gallon. Expect longer engine life, longer oil life, cleaner exhaust, and less fuel consumption. Lucas Oil, it works.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for 2 decades.
Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid on a combo or on third-party delivery platforms.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you that need affordable health insurance to get it. We have short and long-term health insurance plans, and some even cover dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Don't take a risk with your family's health insurance. It's not worth it. If you're self-employed or now need affordable health insurance, call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen, affordable health insurance plans for everyone just like you are a free phone call away. So give us a shout right now.
800-659-7540. 800-659-7540. 800-659-7540. That's 800-659-7540.
Hey, Freak Nation, Crasher here. Are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code FREAKS and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. Our listeners are making $200 to $300 a year just from buying the gas they already needed. Don't wait. Download the free Upside app now and use my promo code FREAKS to redeem your 25-cent per gallon bonus. That's promo code FREAKS, and it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or other brands. Download the free Upside app now using my limited time promo code FREAKS for a limited time 25-cent per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Hold on, though. Who drove to Mid-Ohio this morning? Was it your mom or Emma? Or because you don't have to be the one driving back.
I know, but I think they already left. I'm not sure if they did or not, but I think they've already decided to go home, which, I totally get. So maybe one of them, I've got a friend, Todd's in, friend with his daughter from New Zealand that I started go-karts with back in the 80s. So it was kind of fun to have him here. And I think they've maybe all decided to go home. So it might be just me driving by myself, maybe a Taco Bell on the way home or something.
Hey, Scott, are you like me? When Crash and I take road trips, I don't let her do any driving at all. I mean, you do all the driving for Emma. Let Emma sit over there and just sleep.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think if I've ever done a road trip with Emma where she's actually driven. I don't think so. One, she kind of gets into these weird. She has like an attention span of a gnat, unfortunately. So, she will be doing 90 miles an hour, then she'll be doing 50, and, that kind of drives me a bit insane. So, no, I would say I drive most of the time.
Yeah, I can't sleep when Crasher is driving because you're right. It's this 90 miles an hour, and you can read the goddamn license plate of the car in front of you.
Yeah, you got to go, man. But she's the same when I drive. She's like, I'm like, why don't you just go to sleep? But she never does. She's like, you're too close to cars, blah, 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 blah. So, I don't know. It's under control. I can tell you it's under control.
Hey, Scott Dixon, we're celebrating, we just eclipsed our 25-year anniversary of Speed Freaks. And when we started, how about that, man? When we started, you're running Indy Lights at the time. And I remember meeting this young kid there on the grid at Long Beach Grand Prix, about to get in his Indy Light car with Derek. Who was his crew chief at the time? Was
it Daryl Fox or was it Ziggy?
Ziggy
would have been running the lights team. Yeah, I didn't get to Daryl Fox until maybe my first year in kart. Yeah. So 2001. That's right. Yeah. So Ziggy was beating up on me in those days. I actually got in trouble right before that race because I went off track at a test and took some paint off the car, and Ziggy had a bit of a meltdown and actually sat me down for the day. So yeah.
Well, it's bananas looking at what you've done, my friend. The fact that we've survived 25 years and that you're eclipsed coming up on 60 race wins in the IndyCar series. And I'm not going to bring up AJ Foyt and all these other numbers, but as a father, as a 44-year-old, as I get older, I'm trying to take in more of the experience as I get older. Can you do that now at 44 years old?
Yeah, for sure. The experiences change, right? I think from when you were 20 and your experience after a race win was a little bit different to, your experience after a race win at 44 on a family, right? So, it's not straight off to the pub or the local Connors in Indianapolis. It's to go home and, celebrate with the family. And I think that was what was really special about today was, having Kit there. It's his first in-person race win. So that was very special. I think with about 10 to go, I was thinking, man, he's only going to be able to see a podium, second place, and obviously that changed, with about 5 to go. So that was very special. But my last championship win, luckily we were able to have with Tilly and Poppy, present for that one. But today was very special to have the family here.
Yeah, you also referenced how, and I saw it on social media, Poppy's 16th birthday was yesterday. Yeah. So, there's a lot going on with your immediate family. This race team, though, has become such a family over the 23 plus years. So explain also that and how that has changed in your IndyCar career.
Yeah, I think I say it all the time. I've spent probably more time with the people on the team than my actual family. It's been 24 years I think with this team, and it's been very special. I think every year, and to continue this tradition, this year has been special in many ways. I think with what Alex has been doing, obviously all the wins that he's had. The biggest race in the world with the Indy 500. It's been frustrating for us side of the team just because anything that could maybe roll your way just hasn't. It's been really tough, and that was from the first test where we had an engine failure, and then you're going to get engine penalties throughout the season. To the radio being lost at St. Pete, and kind of just finishing second in that race because strategy was slightly off. So. Yeah, the only saving grace has been seeing that everybody at the team has been really happy because everybody's been winning, So kudos to everybody on the 10 and Alex and everybody at the team. It is very much a big family, and to have 7 race wins this year, I think is pretty special. Okay, Alex has got 6 of those, so I've got a little bit of work to do.
But having said that, though, it has been a bit of a struggle in 2025 for the number 9 car. But you wouldn't be as successful in your perseverance without having the solid team family that you do have behind you. There's no jealousy between you and Alex. Your guys don't give up. They just keep pushing forward. That's saying something for a team at the top level, no matter what the sport is.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely not one that, I've been in the sport long enough to know that, some years just, things just don't work out. It is frustrating. It is tough. You definitely have Friday nights, like even this Friday night, where we had some problems with, the hybrid and another engine issue, and, you're kind of way back in the pack of the speed chart, and you're like, oh, another problem, that we've had, throughout the season. So, those moments, I think, are the moments you learn the most. And I remember that in 04, 05 seasons where we just didn't have the speed, crashed a lot. There was probably moments where I didn't even think I was going to be driving the next year. Those years I learned the most about myself, about the sport. And you need those years to learn about yourself, So, yeah, not saying I welcome these kind of years, but, this year has been one of those years.
Wow. Scott Dixon, Mid-Ohio winner, his first race win of the season, joining us here in the Freak Nation Lucas Oil Studios. And I'm running out of space to click off all these Honda wins, man. What the hell's is Chevrolet even on the track, my friend?
I don't know. They've definitely had a rough one. Yeah, pretty interesting. All I can say is kudos to everybody at Honda and HRC. But I think when you look at it, when you've only had 3 drivers win every race this season, I've only got 1, but the other 2 have 3 with Kyle and 6 with Alex. It's been, I would say, an untraditional year for the NTT IndyCar series on that fact. Normally at this point we've had probably 5 or 6 different race winners. So good job for them. The reliability has been fantastic. We've had issues on our side, but they keep pushing hard. They definitely brought a hell of a package this year to the 500, which was needed in some ways, but very pleasantly surprised with that. So yeah, got to say, job well done.
Dixon, we'll end it with this. Probably not. I don't know. Look, you've been in this damn race car for a long damn time. Are you ready for a new chassis?
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is, so when I first drove this car in 2011, I think we've been in a situation where we were maybe going to have, a new car 5 or 6 times. So this next one was maybe 25, but honestly, unless you're going to make some big change that makes the racing better or, the performance of the car better, what's the point? You're just going to spend a ton of money. The product is really good, so we'll have to see where it goes. And I think what is, really huge for the sport would be adding a third manufacturer. And I think that's a great way to bring in a third manufacturer is, with a new engine spec and obviously a new chassis, then you're not too far behind. So, hopefully that's the focus. And I think that would be really the only reason to bring, a new car.
Does your daughter have her driver's license now?
She doesn't. She was meant to go and do that portion of it last year, so she could actually get her full license on this, when she turns 16. So I know this week or next week she'll be pushing hard to start that process.
If she muffs it up, she's going to drop your name with the.
I just can't wait, man. So I don't have to keep using Uber Eats and all that kind of stuff. She can be my little runaround.
Good boy. Well, buddy, it's a pleasure to get you back in there, man. We always appreciate the time you give us, man. All right.
Anytime. Thanks, guys. Great to
see
see
you, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I just want to be the Uber Eats driver constantly delivering to the Dixon household.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. Oh, wait, aren't you the GOAT of IndyCar? And then hopefully, Dixon, I hope you're a good tipper. But yeah, what Scott Dixon has meant to the IndyCar series, what is it, 23, 24 years at the top level, 21 consecutive seasons now with a win, 59 total wins. He's just 8 shy of the record with AJ Foyt. This guy, he's the GOAT. He is your modern day GOAT. And it's so refreshing. It's a little weird to say that it's refreshing to see Scott Dixon with a win in 2025 and not Alex Palou or Kyle Kirkwood. There have been 3 winners in IndyCar this year. And we used to say, oh, Scott Dixon wins all the time. No, now it's refreshing that it is Scott Dixon on top of the podium. So, yeah, he's a good personality. He's a good dad. He's a good person. He's great for the fans. And he's freaking talented to boot.
Freak Nation, coming up next hour, Ozzy Osbourne will join us here in the Freak Nation as we salute the career of Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. Also, more from Shane Van Gisbergen coming up. And rock and roll paint schemes, liveries from NHRA to NASCAR to IndyCar. Coming up, SpeedFreaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Next to your vehicle's engine, your transmission is the most important component of your car. If it's not properly maintained, your car may not shift properly. By adding Lucas Transmission Fix to your transmission, it cleans and lubricates sticking valves for proper shifting, renews worn bands to stop slipping, stops seal leaks, will not void new car warranties, contains no harmful solvents. Lucas Transmission Fix. It works.
Nation, Crasher here. Are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code FREAKS and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. Our listeners are making $200 to $300 a year just from buying the gas they already needed. Don't wait. Download the free Upside app now and use my promo code FREAKS to redeem your 25 cent per gallon bonus. That's promo code FREAKS, and it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or other brands. Download the free Upside app now using my limited time promo code FREAKS for a limited time, 25 cent per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive styling. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor. And when you're choosing from chocolate or vanilla, it's not that hard. But now, there's all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. So try picking your fave from Oreo Brownie Fusion, Pop-Tarts Strawberry Fusion, Strawberry Swirl, Brownie Batter Swirl, Caramel Swirl, and Caramel Crunch Fusion. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group. Pop-Tarts is a trademark of Kellogg North America Co., LLC. Used with permission.
For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the most difficult mechanical problems in the automotive, marine, and industrial industries. From From our original Core 4 products, heavy-duty oil stabilizer, power steering, stop leak, transmission fix, and fuel treatment, we have now developed over 400 custom products to help solve some of the world's toughest mechanical issues. Go to lucasoil.com to see what we have in store for you. Lucas Oil, it works.
Let's go, boys.
No gimmicks, it's raw power.
Two heavyweights really going bar to bar. And it takes the lead.
You got nothing to lose.
Man, I hope this truck works, because it ain't ever hit these jumps like this before.
As you can see, we've had another beautiful day on the island, man.
Freaks over the bars. We gave it hell.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Yeah, I was good today. This is my third Red Bull of the day.
She has like an attention span of a gnat, unfortunately. So, you know, she will be doing 90 miles an hour, then she'll be doing 50, and, you know, that kind of drives me a bit insane.
A lot of my life is just, I really can't remember. I've done some of the most stupid, idiotic things in my life, and why I'm here, I'm not 6 foot under, I don't know.
You know what? I'm very comfortable wearing this, and you know, if you think I'm a oh well.
I'm gonna try again.
Live on the Freak Radio Network, broadcasting from the Lucas Oil Studios. Driven by General Tire.
Rock on, baby!
I am serious. Here's the Freaks.
Second hour of the Freaks, Freak Nation, Ozzy Osbourne. And that interview will be coming to you from the Beverly Hills Hotel and one of the bungalows that I had a chance to sit outside and hang with Ozzy for about 30 minutes.
You and Ozzy got posh?
Sure did. Yep, we sure did, Crash. More from Shane Van Gisbergen. He's setting records for a Kiwi. He'll be joining us momentarily, Freak Nation. The rock and roll liveries that have graced the tracks of NASCAR, IndyCar, and, of course, drag racing. We'll share those with you, Freak Nation. But I can't let the show go without mentioning, I'm thinking about my fellow Texans as the death toll mounts in the catastrophic Texas floods that happened, that started, frankly, on July 4th. We were down in South Padre Island, Texas. If you don't know where that is, it's a barrier island for Texas. And the 2 or 3 days that we were there initially, we had remnants from this tropical storm that came up and evidently went further north. It's between San Antonio and Austin, and the Guadalupe is just significant for Central Texas and the hill country. The amount of tributaries and rivers that come off of the Guadalupe and entertainment, and I say entertainment, if you're from Phoenix, it's like the Salt River tubing. Every freaking state has entertainment off of the freaking water, and the Guadalupe plays a significant part for Texans. But again, let you guys know that we're thinking about you, man, because it just gets the news just gets worse and worse and worse. And then when you hear the children that are still missing, it's something that I don't want to spend too much time thinking about when you got an 11-year-old daughter, frankly. But damn it, we're going to get back into Speed Freaks as we celebrate 25 years. Coming up this hour, again, Ozzy Osbourne, rock and roll liveries on the side of race cars. We'll get to that. And more with SVG. SVG setting records, Cole Cusimano, as not just a Kiwi, but a foreigner when it comes to the great old American race car series, right?
Yeah, man. This guy is breaking records in just 33 NASCAR Cup Series starts.
Oh, that's it?
33 NASCAR Cup Series starts. I got some pretty good stats here. Right. Cold hard facts, if you will. SVG, first international-born driver to sweep a race weekend in NASCAR. He now leads all international drivers in Cup Series wins with 3, again, in just 33 starts. Pretty insane to think about that. He is also tied for the most wins across all 3 national series with drivers like Daniel Suarez and Marcus Ambrose.
And Juan Pablo Montoya.
Juan Pablo Montoya, yeah.
I mean, this is an incredible set of stats.
Yeah. Yep. And then in addition to that, his road course resume, as Richie pointed out earlier, is just outstanding. In 9 road course starts in the Cup Series, 3 wins, 150 laps led, which is second most in the series, 9.8 average, second best in the series, and that is with 11 less starts than everybody else in the field. So this guy is a damn mastermind of the road, and the streets now for that matter. But we have a clip here from SVG talking about the significance of breaking these records and cementing himself in NASCAR's history.
What do you think?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a very special stat. That's why I'm here, I guess. Justin took a massive chance on me to bring me over, and as I've said many times, these races are like a holiday to me. It's the road, the ovals where I'm really focused and getting better and better, and I come here and there's no stress. That people probably think there's more stress and expectation on us, but I kind of just get excited by it and love driving, and it's the ovals where I know I'm getting better, and I'm not stressed about it and I'm not forcing it, but I love trying to progress and get better and better. But yeah, to be a foreigner here, there's not many of us who have broken into the sport and stayed here for too long, and pretty cool to be here, that's for sure.
All right, just to show you where my eyes go and ears go, frankly, with something like that, I can promise you that Shane Van Gisbergen is going to get a phone call from Mr. freaking Red Bull.
I noticed this too. Yep.
You're getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to put a freaking can up on the table. Turn that sumbitch around. Play it again there, Cody.
Yep, logo has to be showing, dude.
Yeah. I don't need to know the G-damn ingredients of a freaking Red Bull, bro.
Yeah, that's a very special stat. That's why I'm here, I guess. Justin took a massive chance on me to...
Yeah, you need to turn that puppy around. That's crazy. Because I thought Ambrose had more, but yeah, Ambrose had a longer tenure in the Cup Series with less wins. That's just mind-blowing.
Right.
Same with Juan Pablo. When you guys talked about something on Horsepower Hump Day, didn't you?
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
No.
About some road courses, maybe?
Well, yeah, okay, let's get into your argument, your SVG argument with the stats.
Well,
because
I don't think we talked about it on Wednesday's show, but I brought it up on Twitter, and I asked the question after Shane won the Xfinity race, and then he obviously won the pole for the Cup Series.
Oh, it was yesterday. Okay.
Yeah. And I asked the question on Twitter at SpeedFreaks. I said, "Is he the best road course driver we've ever seen?"
Okay.
And I hands down, I don't think that it's even close. People brought up some other names, Juan Pablo Montoya and Marcos Ambrose and some of these other guys.
Robbie Gordon, I think, was brought up.
Yeah, Robbie Gordon.
Not even close.
No.
Now, caveat, obviously, there was only 2 races per year back in the day, right, at Sonoma and Watkins Glen and Riverside many, many years ago. But what Shane's doing across multiple series and dominating like he is, we've never seen this kind of dominance before. So I will flat out say that he is the best road street course driver in the history of NASCAR. And I don't think it's close.
Yep, I second that.
It's a small sample size right now, but his domination has been pretty legit.
Like, he's gonna be the favorite at next week. They're in Sonoma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
A few days.
I'm sure he'll not have as big of an advantage over guys who've been racing there for 10+ years. But I mean, the skill set's all the same for a road course. So he's heavy favorite once again for sure.
Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah.
So he could technically. I mean, we're speculating here. Let's say he wins Sonoma. That'll be 3 wins in 4 weekends.
Yeah.
Yes.
And back to back? Jeez.
Oof.
And we talked about that in our pre-show meeting when they said, and next week, we're going to say, well, Kenny, why don't you pay attention to the schedule? Well, shut your mouth. I understand. Sometimes you just got to be just kicked in the nuts to be reminded that Sonoma's next week. So you got a back-to-back street road courses. And as our crack staff alerted us to, it hasn't happened since 2021 when they went Watkins Glen, Indy, Crasher.
Yes, yeah. Cody Johnson let us know that 2021. But you got to remember that's a road course to a road course. Never in the history of NASCAR has a street circuit, a tight street circuit, gone into a road course back to back. So here we are.
So you guys are telling me that Shane Van Gisbergen is better than Chase Elliott?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Good. You're telling me he's better than Chris Bell.
Yep. Yeah, we're talking road courses as a road street circuit driver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, and that's what I'm looking at here.
Okay.
Better than, he's better than that guy, and he's better than that guy. Holy smokes!
Just look at the wins, dude.
Yeah, I am. I'm
That's
trying.
3 wins
I'm trying to make an argument, you bastard.
There's no argument to be
There's
had.
Kyle Larson. There's Tyler Reddick.
Can we go back through some history, though? Dale Earnhardt Sr. kind of crushed this type of, granted, like you said, it was only 2 races a year, but Dale Sr. was damn good. Dale Jr. became pretty stout. If we want to go into the road course ringers, can we go with Kelly Collins or Ron Fellows? We've got a lot of guys there that were pretty freaking spectacular.
Rusty Wallace and Kyle Larson with 6 wins each.
Mm-hmm. Got Tony Stewart. Don't forget
Tony Stewart, of course.
Ricky Rudd with 6. Bobby Allison. You guys need to put the freaking brakes on this, man. You guys are sensational.
Nah, it just needs a little more.
Tony Stewart, like you say,
His
8 wins.
His numbers are stupid, man.
And this Gen 7 car, which is so
Jeff
much
Gordon, 9
much
wins.
harder to drive. It's so much. These cars are so similar nowadays that you're comparing apples to oranges. But just look at the stats, dude. Cole put the stats for you. That's all you gotta look at. That's a 33% win percentage. He's whipping these guys' ass every time they go to the road course. They all have the same chances to win, and they can't do it. Kenny, you were at the Mexico City race. He won that race by damn near 20 seconds. That was the biggest beatdown in the history of NASCAR in the last 20 years. I think we even brought it up on the show. That was the largest margin of victory, I think, since 2009.
Yeah, it's a master class.
It
A
was
Kiwi
a beatdown.
master class.
Nobody else has been able to do that. Chase Elliott, all these guys who were supposedly great, the Kiwi shows up, and they get their ass kicked every time.
And the scary thing is, he said in that last clip, he's never stressed going to these road course races. He enjoys it. So that's got to be a scary feeling for the rest of the field.
Oh, I'm home. Let me kick the rugby ball. This is good.
And you can't even act like his first win on Chicago didn't smell of a fluke.
Oh, get
No
out
way.
of here.
Not a chance.
Get
Not a
outta
chance.
here.
Why are you even bringing this up? Trying to get us all mad? That was not a fluke. You throw in torrential rain. Why? Why, Kenny? Why do you even have to bring that up?
Well,
SVG winning his debut in Chicago, although unique, it was not a fluke.
Freak Nation coming up. Ozzy Osbourne will be joining us here at the Freak Nation as he and Black Sabbath finally call it quits again. Ozzy from, 28 years ago with yours truly? And rock and roll liveries on the side of race cars. More Freaks next.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
As your power steering pump ages, seal leaks may occur, causing the power steering system to lose fluid. Your power steering system may also develop an annoying squeal, and the steering may become more difficult to handle. By using Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak, you will stop the seal leaks, reduce slack in rack and pinion, eliminate the squeals and hard spots in your power steering system. It is guaranteed to stop seal leaks or your money back. Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak. It works.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
Hey, Freak Nation, Crasher here. Are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code FREAKS and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. Our listeners are making $200 to $300 a year just from buying the gas they already needed. Don't wait. Download the free Upside app now and use my promo code
FREAKS to redeem your 25-cent per gallon bonus. That's promo code FREAKS, and it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or other brands. Download the free Upside app now using my limited time promo code FREAKS for a limited time 25-cent per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor. And when you're choosing from chocolate or vanilla, it's not that hard. But now there's all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. So try picking your fave from Oreo Brownie Fusion, Pop-Tarts Strawberry Fusion, Strawberry Swirl, Brownie Batter Swirl, Caramel Swirl, and Caramel Crunch Fusion. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group. Pop-Tarts is a trademark of Kellogg North America Co. LLC. Used with permission.
SpeedFreaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
LucasOil.com. That's LucasOil.com. You got any issues this summer with your engine that might need a little pick-me-up? Go to LucasOil.com and find the product to take care of that big old VH got in that bad boy. Go to LucasOil.com. That's LucasOil.com. We just spent about 7, 8... How many days were we down in South Padre Island, Crasher?
A lot.
Yeah.
It's at least 9, 10.
The good news is I've gone 24 hours without drinking.
I know, same. It's been oh, no, I haven't. I did drink on the plane last night. Whoopsie.
Mimosa?
No one.
Oh, dang, man. Who needs... Oh, man.
I had to see your reaction. Sorry.
Yeah, you did.
Actually, hold on. As we're taping this, as we're recording this, we don't tape anymore. It's 8:15 Pacific time. I stopped that glass of wine at 10:15 Central time. I've gone 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
same. No, me either.
Okay.
And then we head out to join Crasher's side of the family up in northern Michigan off of one of those snappy little lakes just outside of Traverse City. And it's frightening to go party with her family. Not a lot of good comes out of some of our drinking escapades.
Well, you're gonna wear your floaties on the lake? Yeah, you get it's protection, right? You gotta have protection, so you gotta have your floaties on the lake.
I'm surprised they're inviting me back, man. I blew a hole in their freaking dock for the fireworks a few years ago.
Oh, man.
I did.
Oops. We got video evidence of this?
There's pictures
There's
of it.
pictures, yeah.
I mean, the money I spent on my freaking dock outside of this house, if someone blew a hole in that son of a bitch, I would say, look, Jack, I would hog time until they freaking paid me the repair money.
Fortunately, that was real wood that you burned it through in Michigan. So it's just a couple planks that need to be replaced. That's all it was. I forgot about that.
And then there was Lake Wawasee, north of Indiana, where I brought more fireworks and I freaking torched the damn boat cover. It's just me.
Lord.
And my family does keep inviting you back.
They do. Well, they just.
I forgot about that one too.
I'm the only one that'll stand there with a cigar and light those freaking behemoths.
Was there more mayhem this weekend then, or what? No.
No, this weekend this whole week was pretty chill. A lot of alcohol, but pretty chill. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, we had some good friends that came down with us who had two daughters that that Henley was able to party with and take a lot of the beat down off of us, having to babysit Henley. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, we had some good conversations about Ambien, Adderall. Adult conversations there, Freak Nation. Hey, man. Did you catch it this weekend? Black Sabbath. Ozzy Osbourne, they called it quits with about 100,000 of their closest friends. The absolute biggest names in all of rock and roll. Steven Tyler hasn't freaking aged. That son of a gun is as old or older than... look up Cole Cusimano. How old is Steven Tyler? I'm going to say that he is...
What you got?
80 years old.
I'm going to say 77.
How old is he?
He is 77 years old.
All right. Nice. Ozzy's 78. And you look at Ozzy and you can tell that Big Daddy's 78 and then some. Steven Tyler, man, is one of the celebrity musicians there. I don't know. He looks pretty damn good there, though. Right?
For 78? It's not bad.
Right? But it was sad when you see them wheeling freaking Ozzy out on the chair when the whole Ozzy was one of the wackiest, most uncoordinated lead singers in the history of mankind. He had this weird clap that he has, and it's got me crazy. It was like if Cody Big Johnson, who's behind here making us look and sound so pretty, was a dancer on stage, he'd be dancing like Ozzy Osbourne.
I think Cody can clap better than that.
All right, so our good friends at Meyer Shank Racing, who of course is sponsored by SiriusXM and partly owned by SiriusXM, Freak Nation, threw out Felix Rosenqvist. I got a tough time keeping up with all these bastards in the Black Sabbath livery.
Purple
And
gorgeousness.
It's black on purple. It's tough to go wrong. If you go wrong with black on purple, then you got issues. Show the side pods there, Cody. And then you got Ozzy's face on the side here. Gorgeous.
Ozzy's Boneyard.
My interview with Ozzy is coming up in a little bit, but we wanted to show you guys, remind you guys, Richie completely forgot about the Elvis livery. That we've got NHRA top fuel cars, we've got stock cars with rock and roll livery on numerous team cars. Where do you want to go first, Cody? There you go.
This was my pick. We all made some choices here,
Right.
and this was actually my second choice, which is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 2008 Budweiser Car of Tomorrow, and that's Elvis Presley on the hood. I love the white and the black and the red. Elvis looking great on the hood of Dale Jr.'s right there. But that was actually my second choice. My first choice, which I didn't actually pull up, is a one from like 2004, and it was at Richmond, and it was a Dale Earnhardt Jr. black and red look car that was sponsored by Three Doors Down at Richmond. That one was actually my number one seed, but I thought the Elvis car looked cooler, so I went with the Elvis car.
What else?
Hold on though.
Yeah.
You brought up Richmond. When NASCAR did their night race at Richmond, wasn't that not all, but most of the liveries?
Rock and Roll 400.
Rock and roll. There you go. Yep, that's where some great diecast came from. That was cool.
What else we got, Cody?
Oh, that looks familiar.
Right in front of me here on the desk.
Kid Rock, the NASCAR Xfinity Series car, or whatever the hell it was at the time, right? With Kevin Harvick. We had Sugar Ray in the studio in one of our very first TV shows in 2004 or 5. Did we get a die cast of that car? Because it wasn't Kevin Harvick and Sugar Ray.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, look it up there.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I'm
Stat
on it.
guy.
I'm on it.
We don't have a diecast to prove it, so
I think we
will have
might.
to Google it.
What else you got, Cody? Look at that beautiful thing right there.
Taylor!
Yeah.
Thank you to Crash and Cody reminding me about this one, the Tony Kanaan 1989 World Tour car. Hell yeah. Dude, I don't know if there's any diecast that exists of that, but Freak Nation, if you're watching, listening to us, and you have a line on getting me a diecast of that 1989 World Tour car, you know who to find, because I want it really bad.
Yeah.
1989.
I'm waiting for the Lewis Hamilton Sabrina Carpenter car. Should be a good one. Coming soon.
Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't Rick Hendrick, again, why wouldn't Rick Hendrick do something like that to get some pub with William Byron?
Oh, yeah. That'd be a great idea.
She has a new album coming out. Make it happen. Come on.
And of course, you're bringing that up because the William Byron.
You're her biggest fan, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, of course. Kidding me?
Why?
Big supporter.
Again, William Byron was rumored to be dating Sabrina Carpenter.
Corey, if you listen to the internet and the memes, yes.
Yeah, there was like a fake text exchange or like a DM on Instagram. Yeah.
We got any more, Cody, before we get to the actual live product on this table?
Oh, yeah. That was my paint scheme of choice. This is the Dale Jr. National Guard 3 doors down. First iteration of the Gray Ghost for Dale Jr.
Right.
Beautiful looking paint scheme.
Nice.
Love the black and silver. One of the first races I ever watched, actually, as a NASCAR fan. The All-Star race in 2008. And yeah, that's just a badass looking car, man.
Amp Energy's no longer, right?
Oh, there's Amp.
They're still around, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to
That's a Pepsi product, right?
Yeah, I think so. Cole, I'm sure Cole and I, myself, both being Dale Jr. fans when we were younger, in our younger days, the amount of Amp Energy I consumed in college was truly unnecessary amounts of Amp Energy.
It's not healthy. It was not healthy, and it'll have lasting effects probably down the road.
You guys still have testicles? Because I'm told it rots away your testicles.
Oh, it's bad for you. Don't. Yeah, it's not good.
Right.
No.
Wow.
But you know what? In college, it was worth it.
Oh,
okay?
yeah. They had Dale Jr. Amp back in the day, too. Trading paint.
Yeah. Because you certainly don't need those bad boys downstairs when you're in college. Crasher, hold up. We got to go to break. Hold up the Kiss cars.
Yeah, dog.
Doug
All
Coletta.
Kiss, there's so many die casts. The reason I have these side by side is because, I lost the front of each of them. But you can still see on the side views, you've got...
Damn, it's badass.
Yeah, you've got all four of them on this Mack Tools Top Fuel Dragster, and then you've got the single shot on the other one. But yeah, they also used to sponsor, or at least be on the side of Warren Johnson's Pro Stock Car with AC Delco.
And they did something with John Force at one time, too. We got a break.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah.
What isn't Kiss on? You can find... They can... On anything. You can probably find Kiss G-strings.
Oh, you can.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Kiss was with IndyCar.
Next. SpeedFreaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Hey, Freak Nation, Crasher here. Are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code FREAKS and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. Our listeners are making $200 to $300 a year just from buying the gas they already needed. Don't wait. Download the free Upside app now and use my promo code FREAKS to redeem your 25 cent per gallon bonus. That's promo code FREAKS, and it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or other brands. Download the free Upside app now using my limited time promo code FREAKS for a limited time 25 cent per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for a professional detailer shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid on a combo or on third-party delivery platforms.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for 2 decades.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, our friends at General Tire remind you, man, you need a new set of rubbers on that hot rod, don't you? It's hot out there. You're making those road trips across the country. Go to GeneralTire.com and find the tire for your rides, Freak Nation. That's GeneralTire.com. You know, the intricacies of some of these die casts with Top Fuel and Funny Car. I mean, sometimes you have just a freaking run-of-the-mill, let's get it done quickly. But, my goodness, this one is absolutely bananas. We're talking about...
Was it Action? Action Diecast? What was the name of the company? They were so spot on.
I'm not sure which company this was.
Action Performance, yeah.
But regardless, that is just severely badass. Go to give me a single shot. Screw it up there. Paul Stanley. Oh, it reminds me. I took my girlfriend at the time to Fireside Chat with Kenny Sargent. My girlfriend at the time, who was, we dated for a while. She was come to find out, pretty much a star effer. And took her to the Kiss concert at Tarrant County in like 86, 85. Can't remember what it was. And I noticed that her and Paul Stanley were getting along awfully nice. Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah, I'm a pretty good judge on somebody's lying to me. Put this back down, Crasher. And back in the day, when your voicemail wasn't voicemail, there were voice machines where you would carry a tone with you, and you put it on your phone, and you call the number, and you hit this stupid little gadget, and brrr. So I stole her gadget, and on her voicemail was Paul Stanley saying, hey, blank, Paul Stanley. Just want to see if we want to get together this weekend.
Wow.
Later.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's when you stop taking your girlfriends backstage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, at least the ones that I know that I was secure with or insecure with, whatever the hell that means, Crasher. All right. The other thing I was going to bring up before we get to the Ozzy Osbourne interview was, gosh, at the time, it was 1978 when Black Sabbath was the headliner, and the opener, Cole Cusimano, for Black Sabbath in 78 was this little old band called Van Halen.
Oh.
Yeah. And they just, you could just tell when Black Sabbath came out, they just went, what are we doing here?
Because Van Halen was
that was one of their last shows. That was their last tour at the time. And then Ozzy went solo, and then, of course, sold millions and millions of records. I was looking at that ticket stub. It's Black Sabbath and this little Van Halen. I think it was like $550. See that show? Crazy. The kicker for that was my dad took me and my date to see the bands at Tarrant County Convention Center. Was I able to? Probably because Dad wasn't going to let me drive to a freaking Black Sabbath show. I think that's what it is. And I took Molly. We went to see Sabbath. And we came out of the show at Tarrant County and met my dad over the train station, the bus station. Said, I'll be over here. I'll be parked over here in my little Century, my Buick Century. And Molly and I are walking up, and it's in the magazine rack.
Oh, no.
You can look through the window at the bus station. There's Dad, the freaking Playboy. And I whistled or something. Dad! He just
oh, hi, son.
Yeah. So that was my first experience with Ozzy Osbourne as he fronted Black Sabbath at the time.
Okay, real quick. You said $550, and my mind just defaulted to $550. But as you're talking there, I'm processing. Wait, this is 1978. Did you mean $5.50.
It's $5.50 or $6.50
for your
yeah.
ticket for one. Oh,
Dude, the Texas Jam in like 82, 6, 5, 4. The Texas Jam in 79, when you had like 20 bands, Heart, Aerosmith, Ted Nugent, Scorpions. That was like $17.
For all that all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Beers were a dime.
$5,000 for a Sabrina Carpenter ticket.
Yeah. So
Not to
Ozzy,
mention the $20 drinks, $30 drinks once you get there.
Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath called it quits over the weekend, and you could not escape the coverage via social media. The international, national press coverage was crazy. The rock stars that visited and partook on stage. You guys saw the Momoa video I sent you guys?
The actor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting a freaking mosh pit out there. I think it was for
Epic.
Pantera. But the fact that Ozzy, frankly, Cody, I know you and I were talking about this, that Ozzy was able to make it this many years is bananas. Look up the history of this guy. And when they wheel him out on that chair, it was sad. And just the memories of Ozzy and the time that I've spent with him, I haven't spent crazy time with him, but there are several instances that have been recorded and haven't been recorded. This one in particular, Ozzy had called it quits, but as you'll see in this interview, he says, man, you can't call it quits unless you have something else to do. But he put out Osmosis, and the rest is history. This is 1997, I believe, and you'll see a graphic on here where it'll say Sargent Saturday Night it'll say PW 97. This is the news station I was working with in Los Angeles at the time, where I was the go-to guy. One week you'd see me with Ice Cube and then Metallica, Ozzy and then Celine Dion, and then on Saturday night I'd be calling sports and doing Laker highlights. It was actually one of the greatest gigs in the history of mankind, which frankly was the ramp up for this, because I had a bitchin' news director and general manager that really appreciated the art of motors and motorsports and said, Kenny, if you know a little bit about it, head on out to California Speedway, head on down to Pomona, and let's cover these things. It's awesome. This is Ozzy Osbourne, 1997, with yours truly as we flash back for 25 years, freaks.
Let's go!
A lot of my life is just, I really can't remember. I've done some of the most stupid, idiotic things in my life. And why I'm here, I'm not 6 foot under, I don't know.
This 48-year-old is still around, and what a tumultuous life it's been. Stints in jail, drug dependencies, lawsuits, and even accusations of being the Antichrist. But through it all, this British native will not slow down, even after he announced his retirement.
I suddenly realized, when I announced my retirement, I thought, well, what am I going to do? One thing I did learn, though, was the fact that if and when you do retire, you have to have something to retire to. You've got to, because you'll die.
Come to find out, Ozzy's retirement was bogus. His last double platinum release, Osmosis, and subsequent tour was a retirement recall. And now he wants to become a record label mogul with Oz Records.
The whole reason for me starting my own record label was because this is wrong, because it's so corporate now. It's so people is sitting in an office telling me how I should sing. That pisses me off, man.
So what's your label going to do?
The philosophy that I'm going to try and do, and I say try, but not me, my wife and I, is put out music, not fake. What you see is what you get, you know.
Wow, and then fast forward that to Taylor Swift and finally regaining the rights to her music. Yeah, the music industry has been hell for a long time, and I didn't even realize that back in the 90s, Ozzy was fighting those same sort of demons, so to speak, of, hey, you can't tell me what my brand is. I'm going to do my own brand. Wow.
And if you guys have followed Ozzy's career, you know the importance of his wife, Sharon Osbourne.
Sharon!
Yes. You know what? Foreshot, Cody. The Sharon for Ozzy is like NASCAR for everything NASCAR. What I mean by that, SiriusXM NASCAR coverage, Dale Jr., Dirty Mo, Denny Hamlin. Every
NASCAR calls the shots.
NASCAR calls the shots. Calls the shots on everything that has to do with that. If you're collecting a little side hustle check from NASCAR, they're calling the shots. I know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
And Sharon's the same way with Ozzy, man. You have to go. We had to go through Ozzy numerous times to get Ozzy on the show.
I mean, you had to go through Sharon.
Excuse me. Yes. What'd I say?
Ozzy.
Ozzy. Well, should have gone through Ozzy. I couldn't put together a freaking sentence.
But Sharon called the shots.
Sharon called
like
the
Mama
shots.
Kardashian. She called the shots forever and ever on that whole family. So. Yeah.
And there's a tape I've got out in my stash, raw Ozzy, that one of these days I'm going to find a freaking old ass beta deck to download all these things and digitize so Cole Cusimano can have some good viewing.
It's interesting stuff.
Of all the hairdos of one
Yes.
Mr. Kenny
Legitness.
Sargent, there was a fresh 90s hairdo in there, Kenny.
We're going to recap and again get back into some SVG and how NASCAR, in my eyes, got it really wrong today. That's next. SpeedFreaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
From the labs at Lucas Oil Products, Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment is a multifunctional cleaner plus lubricant. For every fill-up of gas or diesel, add one 16-ounce can of Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment. One bottle can treat a tank of up to 21 gallons. Its special additives allows a better fuel burn to help increase your miles per gallon. Expect longer engine life, longer oil life, cleaner exhaust, and less fuel consumption. Lucas Oil, it works.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for 2 decades.
Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid in a combo or on third-party delivery platforms.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you that need affordable health insurance to get it. We have short and long-term health insurance plans, and some even cover dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Don't take a risk with your family's health insurance. It's not worth it. If you're self-employed or now need affordable health insurance, call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen, affordable health insurance plans for everyone just like you are a free phone call away. So give us a shout right now.
800-659-7540. 800-659-7540. 800-659-7540. That's 800-659-7540.
Hey, Freak Nation, Crasher here. Are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code FREAKS and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. Our listeners are making $200 to $300 a year just from buying the gas they already needed. Don't wait. Download the free Upside app now and use my promo code FREAKS to redeem your 25-cent per gallon bonus. That's promo code FREAKS, and it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or other brands. Download the free Upside app now using my limited time promo code FREAKS for a limited time 25-cent per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, if you miss any of this show and you're a big fan of the Freaks, you can watch it on our YouTube page at Official Speed Freaks, or hit us up on our Facebook page. Or again, listening to us on the Freak Radio Network, you can download that bad boy on Apple Podcasts every freaking Monday morning, thanks to our friend Cole Cusimano, who's so diligently gets that bad boy up. Nice work.
Yes, sir.
Website, speedfreaks.tv. Freak Nation. SVG controversy, whatever. The whole Rick Ware controversy I want to get into.
Cody or Rick?
No, it's Cody Ware. I want to say Rick Ware. Rick Ware.
Rick Ware Racing.
You know, Ware, the youngin'. The young Ware. But before we get into all that madness, how are you guys' brackets doing? How's that NASCAR bracket doing?
Oh, they're busted.
Yeah.
They're busted. Yeah.
Busted in week 1.
Yeah. Does anybody have any driver moving on after this weekend? Anybody?
No idea. Haven't looked. Don't care.
Yeah, I have to pull mine up. I really...
yeah, remember
after the week
how complacent we were, and then it happened. It's like, okay, we're into this. And then after the first week, it's like, oh, now we're back to who gives an S?
Yeah.
The fact that Ty Dillon, of course, the most well-known of the Dillon brothers who are in the NASCAR Cup Series, who drives a car number in which I don't actually remember. Cole, do you know what number Ty Dillon is?
10.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. I obviously have no idea. So he was the number 32 ranked driver coming in. He is now in the final 8, and so he's probably going to walk away and win the whole goddamn thing.
I'll take it. That'd make it interesting, I guess. But I mean, till the end of it, I'm not really that concerned with the in-season.
Is that about as big as a 16 defeating a 1 and going to the Sweet 16? I'm going to say yeah.
Nice work.
I mean, the fact that I didn't even know Ty Dillon's car number and he's still in this thing is pretty dang impressive.
That's coastal Florida.
Even though he's lucky as hell because his opponents crashed out both weeks.
Yeah, it should be a Tyler Reddick onslaught. It's going to be a cakewalk
the rest
for
of the
him.
way?
Yeah, I mean, all these road courses.
Well, Kyle Busch is still in it too, right? Who is the final
No,
8?
he's not.
He's not? Okay.
No,
Who's the final 8?
We got Ryan Preece.
Wow.
We've got Ty Dillon. We've got Tyler Reddick, Ty Gibbs, and I cannot think of the other 4 off the top of my head.
Exactly. Exactly.
It doesn't. I don't think.
Ty Gibbs.
Yep.
Zane Smith.
Zane Smith.
John Hunter Nemechek and Eric Jones.
This is greatness.
Yep.
This is so good.
Oh.
Will this be back next year, ladies and gentlemen?
No. No chance.
Are you sure?
I think it
Unless,
will be.
hey, you know what we
but-
should do? Pitch NASCAR on? Because I don't know. Do they have a sponsor? Oh, I guess it's sponsored by DraftKings. But I was going to say, if it doesn't have a sponsor, if we come in and we say, this is the Speed Freaks in-season challenge.
There we go. It's got some legs to it.
Because it's going to get freaky.
We'll pay you $100 NASCAR so we can sponsor this tournament nobody cares about.
Hey, Joey Logano had a few words post-race in Chicago. Is that right, Richard C.?
This again, reason number 1100 why this race was so great is there was beef. There's drama. This is what makes racing great. This is what makes sports great is there's drama. There was plenty of post-race drama after this Chicago street court race, including that of Joey Logano and Ross Chastain. And these guys have had beef before. Ross Chastain, one of the least liked drivers, I think, in the garage area. So the run-in was basically late in the race, Ross Chastain gets run into by Joey Logano. However, Joey Logano wasn't in fault because Joey Logano got ran into from behind as well, so it was a little bit of a chain reaction. Ross thought it was Joey that hit him intentionally, so Ross got pissed off, and then later on, Ross ran into the back of Joey Logano and turned him around late in the race. So Joey Logano on Ross Chastain had a little run-in after the race. They had some words, some exchanges, some no fist flew, but it's a lot of this, a lot of hand motions, a lot of angry gestures. And Joey Logano has had enough of Ross Chastain, so much so that according to Joey Logano, Ross Chastain admitted to it. Go ahead, Cody.
Did you think he wrecked you on purpose there?
I think so, yes. He admitted he wrecked me on purpose. He admitted it.
And
which means he should get fined if he admittedly wrecks someone on purpose. That's not okay. Yeah, it's typical Ross. He just sees red and does dumb stuff. That's all. And then that's twice this year on road courses. At the end of these things, I've been tossed by Ross. It's over.
Tossed by Ross? Is that what he said?
Tossed by Ross.
That's a hashtag.
I like that.
That's a T-shirt.
And we also have Alex Bowman, who the way TNT was at least selling this thing, there were going to be fists a flying between Bowman and Bubba, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, I thought there was too. They were first of all, they were actually seated against each other in the bragging competition today, which made it a little bit more interesting. And yeah, they were going back and forth. Alex Bowman had the tire advantage at the tail end of the race. Bubba was on old worn tires. He stayed out longer to keep his track position. And he was having a great run. He spun earlier in the race, came back, was running in the top 10 at the end of the race, had a little back and forth with Alex Bowman. And Alex Bowman was talking after the race and was basically explaining what I just said, which is, listen, I had the tire advantage. I don't know what Bubba was trying to do there.
I don't know. Like, we had way fresher tires than him. I get the in-season further. It means a lot, but at that point, I'm just trying to finish the best I can. I wasn't really thinking about that. So I don't know if that's what it was about or what, but unfortunately that happened. It tore up our car a bunch and obviously killed his day.
We have comments from Bubba Wallace as well, who seemed to kind of rushed out of there. Right, Cole? There was a little... at least I think it was Alex who tried to go and talk to Bubba, and Bubba just kind of poo-pooed him aside and was like, all right, we're not going to do this right now.
Yeah.
He ended up leaving the track pretty quickly. But according to NASCAR.com, I'm just proud of the effort, Wallace said. You know, late call in the 5 that got us spun, hated that, just when you think everything's going okay, but we were just able to jump ship and switch up plans, put us right back in the race. We'll be fine, so hate to see it in that way. It was fun. Went with the 48, no love lost, all good. That's all he said. No beef.
Manufactured in-season tournament conspiracy.
Man,
that's all it is.
I can't get back those last 4 minutes, can I? What the hell do we do?
This beef, dude. What more do you want? It's drama.
There's more beef in the bear. Those guys shouting back and forth. By the way, shout out to NASCAR social team. That was an incredible video.
That was an awesome video.
Ryan Blaney killed it.
Preview Chicago.
Give him an Emmy right now.
Great. He's good.
Follow us on X to know what the hell we're talking about. Freak Nation. That was legit. You guys nailed it when you said it hit right around the tequila buzz that I had going when you guys sent it through the text thread when we were in South Padre. You sent us the freaking...
Thought it was in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not always on my phone like some individuals
I was not on my phone this entire trip except for in the morning. So I didn't see it till the morning.
I saw it early that afternoon and thought that was one of the funniest damn things I've ever seen from NASCAR.
Yes.
That's balls. That's the side of NASCAR that I enjoy when they take off the filters and let it go.
Previewing the Chicago race by going off of the kickoff of the new season of The Bear and just having this yes chef entire drama dialogue that was just...
Can't we say the Bears jumped the shark?
I don't know. I haven't seen this season yet. Oh, God.
I'm 3 episodes in.
Sorry.
It's much better than last season already, in my opinion.
This is the 3rd season, right?
4.
Jeez.
Third season
jumped the shark early for me, man. I loved that first season.
That was great, yeah.
Right?
Second was good, too. Third one kind of fell off.
Third one, yeah. And that's where the criticism comes in. But it's good to hear you saying that already 3 shows in, this is better than last season.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Thanks for selling us, Cole. Appreciate that.
Anytime.
Yep.
Great. Cody, do you have that video ready to go of Cody Ware?
Oh, no. We're back to that.
Yeah.
Speed dial.
What I want to do here, Freak Nation, again, the controversy around SVG isn't because the dude's got 2 race wins, still sits, 27th or 25th in points, Cole?
He is 27th.
27th, and again, we'll be in the playoffs. The controversy is the tardiness of NASCAR dropping the caution, and again, SVG getting the race win. And allegedly, NASCAR missed this with Cody Ware just T-boning the wall. Yes, there are tire barriers there, but when you're going this damn fast and you T-bone a wall, I just don't know how you don't throw a freaking caution, regardless of what your rules are. Hit it, Cody.
Yeah, that's harsh. That's hard to look at.
Mm-hmm.
We have...
And that's not, first of all, let me just clarify this. You can go to X and find the in-car version of it. And on the in-car version, you will notice that what we just witnessed there, that's not full speed. He's scrubbing speed by hitting the wall after he broke his rotor. Hitting the wall, hitting the wall, hitting the wall, hitting the wall, and then going into the tires. Believe it or not, it could have been worse than that.
Yep. Freak Nation, don't forget Horsepower Hump Day with 2 individuals that will find a way to piss you off. Richard C., Cole Cusimano will handle it.
People hate me on the internet.
Challenge accepted.
This year.
And with our 25th
Hate is a term of
anniversary still happening, we'll have that up for you next weekend on Sunday night, and of course the Racer Network. Thank you guys for being a part of this big old thing. You about ready to do this, Crasher?
I am, yes. Am I saying cut it loose?
No,
shoot
you're not.
the juice, whatever?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good.
See ya.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Next to your vehicle's engine, your transmission is the most important component of your car. If it's not properly maintained, your car may not shift properly. By adding Lucas Transmission Fix to your transmission, it cleans and lubricates sticking valves for proper shifting, renews worn bands to stop slipping, stops seal leaks, will not void new car warranties, contains no harmful solvents. Lucas Transmission Fix. It works.
Nation, Crasher here. Are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code FREAKS and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. Our listeners are making $200 to $300 a year just from buying the gas they already needed. Don't wait. Download the free Upside app now and use my promo code FREAKS to redeem your 25 cent per gallon bonus. That's promo code FREAKS, and it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or other brands. Download the free Upside app now using my limited time promo code FREAKS for a limited time, 25 cent per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor. And when you're choosing from chocolate or vanilla, it's not that hard. But now, there's all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. So try picking your fave from Oreo Brownie Fusion, Pop-Tarts Strawberry Fusion, Strawberry Swirl, Brownie Batter Swirl, Caramel Swirl, and Caramel Crunch Fusion. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group. Pop-Tarts is a trademark of Kellogg North America Co. LLC. Used with permission.
For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the most difficult mechanical problems in the automotive, marine, and industrial industries. From our original Core 4 products, heavy-duty oil stabilizer, power steering, stop leak, transmission fix, and fuel treatment, we have now developed over 400 custom products to help solve some of the world's toughest mechanical issues. Go to lucasoil.com to see what we have in store for you. Lucas Oil, it works.
No gimmicks, it's raw power. Two heavyweights really going bar to bar. It takes the lead.
You got nothing to lose.
Man, I hope this truck works, because it ain't ever hit these jumps like this before.
As you can see, we've got another beautiful day on the automatic. Streets over the bars!
We gave it hell.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.